I am not even joking how beautifully my life has changed after having my son. Obviously, when you have a baby, things change a lot in a good things, some bad things, not bad per se, but things that you wished something was different in this particular area. So let's talk about things in the details. One of the things I'm super grateful is my priorities are so clear for each day. I am a multi-passionate person, if you don't know this already, which is quite visible from my YouTube channel and from my Instagram as well. And I just have to tell you that being multi-passionate person, you have a thousands of ideas in your mind and you just want to work on all of those things, and it becomes overwhelming at a point where you feel lost, where you don't know what to do and all the things. But after having said, I just have to tell you how clear my priorities have become and how good I have become in time management, right? I know that I have to work on all these 10 things, and I just have learned to lean back and first look what makes the most difference, which is the most impactful task for me in the moment, and work from there rather than just jumping in the task and doing all the things all the time and just being in go, go, go mode, not really knowing in what direction you're going. So, if you have seen my previous video where I talked about shutting my Instagram account, this was a desperate need, and this was one of my priority in quarter 1, which got delayed a little bit because I was focused on selling my programs first before I enter in this transition, which I did. But again, this is a small example of prioritizing what makes sense for me, not just always being in go, go, go mode and really not acknowledging what makes more sense, right? So, definitely, my son has taught me the importance of prioritizing and going with what makes sense in the moment and going from there, planning before actually jumping in the process. That being said, I have become so good in time management, right? Even when I am prioritizing my task, and if I'm not managing my time well, it will go all over the place because I have to work, I have to clean house, I have to take care of myself, I have to coach my clients, I have to film all this content, I also have to make his food, make our food, all the things. And my husband is extremely, extremely supportive. We all know this through this channel of all the things and all the housework that he do. But the point is that I need to be managing my time well in order to manage other things of the house as well, right? So I can't be just doing things all the time. So I have been working in AB mode, meaning that there are 4 weeks in a month, and week one, I work on creating tasks like creating YouTube videos, creating my content like scripting, things like that. And week two, I batch film. And then week three, I do creation again. And then four, I do all this filming. It is just a small example of how I'm dividing my month into A B mode and how I'm working through the process as a very multi passionate person. But I just feel because I am creating so much content before I actually be in that go, go, go mode, I need some time to lean back, check my analytics, check what is working, script the content accordingly, film the content accordingly, and just go from there rather than being go, 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 which was the thing that I was doing previously before having my son. And this is just a small example of time management. This is what I do in a week also, that in the starting of the week, I plan the groceries for the week that I will be needing. We do the chopping in starting so that I can easily cook throughout the week and it doesn't take a lot of time. Because if you cook, you would know that preparation takes more time than actual cooking. So if you do the prep beforehand, if you do the planning, if you have all the groceries, if you do the chopping beforehand, cooking is easy peasy. You can do that while taking care of your baby as well. At least something that I have been able to do successfully. So this is just a way of how I'm managing my time after having said, which I was not doing earlier, obviously. Another change is the emotional change. So I have talked in my previous videos of how happy, how in the moment, how um, just living in the moment, how patient, right, I have become since having said, because he has forced me to smile more, to be in the moment more, and just be very playful with him, because he is such a calm, playful boy. He laughs a lot, and just you can see me smiling. You can see me literally blushing, thinking of the way he smiles, and it is absolutely beautiful thing to see and experience. And when you see a child doing that, you're just forced to do that, and it's the best thing ever. It's literally the best thing ever. And I don't have anxiety. I don't have like frustration anymore on small things. I am in general a very goofy, smiley person, but I get irritated very quickly about certain things. And I just feel like those things have changed after having said, because he has made me more patient and more enjoying the moment kind of a girl, which I was already. But I think because of my business and a lot of content creation thing was coming in my head, and I was losing a sense of me. But then having this baby has literally got all of that thing back to me, which is amazing. And I'm so grateful for that. Okay, next thing is about my sleep patterns. Oh my God, this is like a big thing, because before having said, I literally used to sleep at 2 at night, 3 at night, would wake up at 12, sorry, not 12, 10, and I had no routines, right? I was going on the flow, being my own boss, doing the things as I like, because, being a chillpreneur, let's just say that. I don't know if even it's a word, but anyway, I just think that having my baby, it has definitely brought me in the routine of sleeping well, because he wakes up literally at 7 in the morning, 7 maximum, 7:10, because he also have to go to daycare at 8. So we have to wake him up by 7:15 maximum, right? So that's the thing, that he has brought me in that sleep pattern, that sleep cycle. So I sleep at 10:30, 11 now, maximum 11, and I wake up at 7, 7:15 along with him. My husband wakes up early, then he comes and wakes up both of us, which is so funny. But yeah, I mean, this is how we have been sleeping together, and it is so fun to sleep together and wake up together, which is something I've never done. And yeah, I mean, this is a good change, and I'm absolutely loving this phase. And finally, I want to address some of the lifestyle changes. So, if you have been following my journey for a while, you must have seen that we used to travel a lot. We used to take 3 to 4 vacations each year. Now we are down to 2 vacations each year. At least we try taking the third one, but so far it has not happened. But the point is that with baby, first you have to look into the if the city is travel friendly, because for example, we were planning to go to Cappadocia, and we realized that we can't take Sid to the balloon, like we don't want to take, even if we can. um, Even we can't take also, like if your child is less than 8 years old, you can't take the baby to the balloon, right, the hot balloons. So we can't take him there. And there are a lot of caves in which you go, so we don't want to take Sid in those caves. That's very risky for a baby. So just thinking of those things, that how a baby changes your lifestyle and your daily habits and your travel, you tend to adapt to those things. So now we are thinking of all the baby friendly places, and it is fun as well. Obviously, no complaining whatsoever. I love it. But yeah, I mean, these are the small changes that we see in our daily life of following routines, being more time management, more time friendly, and doing the things when he's sleeping. He's a great sleeper. He sleeps for 3 hours in the afternoon, and he sleeps from, I don't know, 8 in the evening till 7 in the morning, next morning. So he's a great sleeper, and we get to do a lot of work when he's sleeping. And me and my husband, we get to spend a lot of time together when he's sleeping. It's just that we have to plan things beforehand before we actually do those things, which is obviously a good thing, being a planner, although I was never a one. So these are the changes that I have seen in myself after having said, which is beautiful and which are challenging sometimes, because sometimes I want to be me and not do anything planned and do all the random things. But I think it changes after having a baby, and which is good for me. I always tell this to myself. I remind myself this thing, and it just brings me to more gratitude attitude rather than complaining attitude, which is always horrible. So this is the changes that I've seen after having my baby, and I would love to know what changes have you experienced in your life after having a baby. And just let's connect, let's talk, tell me in comments, and I will definitely engage with you in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next video very soon. Bye.